I was one of the founders of Jericho Road, and what was so interesting was there were many of us. It was really a team effort. It started in around the year 2000 when we were getting a little dissatisfied with social action. We were I think we'd had some experiences where we said we want to do something more exciting, something that's makes more of a difference.
I began in Lowell back in 2011, and one of the first meetings I held with outside groups was with Jericho Road. Jericho Road had approached my organization about the Leadership Connection program. I was very interested in seeing what it was about, asked if I could attend as an observer, was welcomed, and was very impressed with the program.
I don't know the exact number, but must be close to 20 employees from NetSCAT who have gone through training, and most of them are sitting on boards and for example on Habitat board, local Habitat in Lowell, or budget buddies, and they're all very enthusiastic about their experience. They are very committed, and through them NetSCAT is really participating in these activities.
I joined Jericho Road initially because I saw an opportunity to help encourage companies to lend their talent to nonprofits in our local area, and at the same time benefit themselves by developing leadership skills, developing those key influencing skills that we so often want to see in our organization's up-and-coming young talent. So for me, it was very exciting. It's something that I've been doing within Wells Fargo for some time, and this is a way to bring that to our local communities and also to help companies thrive.
We think and we hope that folks will continue to support Jericho Road. They've helped many established nonprofits like Community Teamwork and many startups, and that is critical to the health and well-being of nonprofits.
The work that I was doing for these nonprofits had more lasting impact, I think, frankly. In the first case, we were able to bring some stability and sustainability to a struggling nonprofit organization that didn't have enough money and funding. In the second case of the strategic plan, we were able to help secure federal funding and actually brought together over 50 leaders from across the Lowell community, from different parts, from the government, from other nonprofits, from the citizen of Lowell, all united around this core nonprofit that had tens of thousands of constituents.
For the time that I've been with Jericho Road, I've got to interact with over 12 different organizations, premier organizations that are still just trying to stay afloat here in Roxbury. And I've noticed that the eagerness for Jericho Road, because it's been in our neighborhood a little bit, for the eagerness to want to continue to work with Jericho Road for the nonprofits that has been overwhelming. Showing that Jericho Road Roxbury is really doing something for the nonprofits in our neighborhood.
Jericho Road, this model that we evolved has really worked, and it's been thrilling for me to watch the replications being picked up around, going from one other place to 2 places, 5 places, and to see that it works.
We are very grateful to the support that we've received from Jericho Road, and we know how important it is for people to support projects like Jericho Road that help so many nonprofits. We're a large nonprofit, and we're fortunate we've been able to build in some of the capacity over the years. There are many nonprofits who are much smaller than us and who will never be able to have staff to do some of the things that we've been able to develop here at Community Teamwork.
One of the benefits of the Jericho Road, the board members that we become affiliated with come with a knowledge base that we're not used to having. They also come well educated in what it means to be a board member. They understand what it means to provide leadership, to provide governance, to provide financial oversight, to also work with the fundraising component, because all nonprofits need that support.
Through the Jericho Road organization, we have been lucky enough to have board members who came ready to work and have really dived in with the organization and have been really very well prepared to act as we needed them to, which was to create some infrastructure for the organization. 6 years ago, we were an all-volunteer organization working out of the other founding mothers' living room. And today, we are developing a $350,000 budget.
To those recipients, the nonprofits, what I see most importantly is that they are receiving professionals who come in at no cost, providing pro bono work, where they are learning the ins and outs of business that they possibly may not have experienced in their education, or they've possibly just not been aware of some of the fundamentals that are out there, and so they're actually getting a rich experience, and they're building relationships. They're building bridges. They're crossing over from what the community, how the community operates to how other community operates, are able to operate and see how they can bridge that gap to make sure that each party is finding success.
Having Jericho Road support us has been key to becoming a professional organization. Whenever we needed something, they were there with the personnel that we needed, that we couldn't afford to pay if we had to go out and hire someone. So all of these consultants that I just mentioned, the legal help, the financial help, the marketing help, we could never have afforded those professionals on our own.
I always felt, and I think everyone that's been involved in Jericho Road, that it is really a fantastic feeling to know that what you're doing is really going to make a difference, and that it's very important work. And we don't always have that kind of understanding that what we're doing matters so much, but with Jericho Road, it does. It has always been engaging, often challenging, sometimes thrilling, but probably when I look back on Jericho Road, it's clearly one of the highlights of my life.
One of the major reasons you would like to get involved is simple. You want to make sure that other communities out there are able to thrive and live at such a stake where they are able to give back to others in the community, so that the community is sustaining itself, and that individuals are growing leaps and bounds, and that those people out there who are looking for hope can look to those in their community to receive it.
So I would ask you, as a senior business leader, as an executive, as a person sitting at breakfast this morning, both to consider your own time, to consider your ability to volunteer, to get involved, join our board, to help us in that way, and to sponsor and to participate with us in the Leadership Connection. Get your employees involved, help us sponsor this great program, help us turn it into the fantastic, widespread opportunity that sits right in front of all of us.
Absolutely, we definitely want your money. Checks are great. And one of the things I really love about Jericho Road is it gives talent an opportunity to find its passion. And once you see talent and passion come together, amazing things happen. So please think about the passions that you have and where you want to serve, and give us the opportunity to marry the skills you have with those passions to bring to life a whole new set of capabilities for a local nonprofit.